watching another Nomadic Cole live stream today, people. That's right, people. We are going live on the Nomadic Cole YouTube channel today, and I hope you guys are gonna enjoy this video. It's a special video. We're gonna try this out. It is a hashtag SmartBuster style rantathon. And if you don't know how a rantathon works, I'm going to go down a list of topics that I want to rant about. And also you guys in the comments section, are going to be allowed to type other stuff in for me to rant about as well. So if you guys got a topic that you guys want me to rant about, that is, you guys are free to put in the comments what you guys want to hear me rant about. It looks like Rex's Prime is already here. We might wait for a couple more minutes, but other than that, stay tuned. We'll wait for a couple more people to jump on the live stream, and we'll get right back into this awesome rantathon video. Yeah, so you guys are allowed to type stuff, like type in topics for me to rant about in the live chat, Rexes. So feel free to type whatever you want me to rant about, and I'll say my honest to God opinion on that topic. And that's what's really cool about these. That's why the Smart Busters got so popular, is because they were able to do these types of videos and was able to interact with the audience. So we're still going to try to wait for a couple more people. Hopefully we can get some people on. I'm going to go to Discord real fast. I'm just going to send them the link real fast, and they join. But usually these live streams aren't very popular anyways, unfortunately. I did tell them on a community post about the live stream, and nobody looks at my community posts. I don't know if I'm shadow banned from YouTube or something. It's very possible, because I might be too offensive for some people. I might hurt their feelings too much. Give them 1 or 2 more minutes and we're going to start this shit. Should probably direct link them real fast. Direct link is up. Probably shadow banned, Cathalibin. I don't know who Cathalibin is, man. Who is that? You know how YouTube is, though. They like to YouTube likes to shadow ban people. He said a lot of racial slurs, but I don't say a lot of racial slurs. So couldn't be like Kath Libben. It's very strange though. But it would make sense why I'd be shadow banned, because they try to shut me down all the time. I think Susan secretly hates me. Susan from YouTube. Or whatever the new guy is, the Indian guy or whatever. I think he hates me. Well, obviously the ex-conservative. The ex-furry who became anti-furry? No. I thought you were talking about conservative furry, because you always call him ex-conservative furry. But no. Is anyone dropping in? A couple people. Oh, here we go. There's Joe Pretzel. Oh, yeah. We're about to get this rantathon on in just a couple seconds. Still going to see if somebody comes in or not. 3 people. 3 people on. That's like goated status. So we're going to start this rantathon on right here, right now on the Nomadic Cole YouTube channel. Max comments, Chelsea is a pedo. We'll get around the Chelsea real fast. But on a similar note, we're going to rant about Pride Month and the bullshit that is going on. Since it's just about the end of Pride Month, we can milk out the end of this shit. So let me rant about this shit for a second for y'all. Let me tell you something. So recently in my old hometown, I moved from my hometown, but I was talking to my friend Ruck Fools, who's around that area. Yeah, we were talking about Ruck Fools, and Ruck Fools, he's a close friend of mine, and he was saying he was at he had a friend who went over by that pride parade that was in our town, and there was a bunch of fucking children there. It was fucking terrible. And there was like half naked people and shit. It was garbage. And usually this pride parade in my hometown isn't that bad. Like, it's usually really mellowed down. And like only a really small amount of people go. But this year they decided to fund the shit out of it. And they fucking had children there. And it was disgusting from what I hear. And it was just terrible. And there shouldn't be children at these pride parades at all. It's awful. It's not good. It's not something for fucking children to be at. This shit is for adults, people. This shit is for adults. And I don't know, man. It's just crazy how they fucking did this shit. Right towards the tail end of Pride Month. Like right as we're trying to swoop out of this shit. But they decided to do this bullshit, and it's annoying. Never seen. Rex's Prime says, I've never seen a lot of insanity Pride Month because he's focusing on rebuilding his YouTube career. Yeah, man, you rebuild your YouTube career. That's way more important than this Pride Month bullshit. The next topic of the video, we're going to go on Chicago. So recently, I rolled through Chicago a few days ago. Now, Chicago is an interesting place. Okay, I was there for a little bit. And Chicago is exactly how they say it is in the media. Chicago is a horrible place. Chicago is like dirt poor. Okay, let me tell you how bad it is. Joe Pretzel says, I need to contact you guys. I can give you a link to the YouTube channel, or not the YouTube, the Discord, if you want to. But anyways, we rolled through Chicago, and Chicago's an absolute shithole. All the roads are under fucking construction. The Wi-Fi doesn't fucking work in Chicago for whatever. What else is there? The fucking drivers drive piss poor. The people there are generally mainly just scumbags. Not everybody, but the people there are mainly just scumbags. And to top it all off, Chicago's run by one of the wokest mayors in the world. And also, to top it off, Chicago also had the birth of pro wrestler CM Punk, who used to be good, but then he sold out to the wokeness and just became an annoying piece of shit as well. So that is my rant on Chicago. I think Chicago sucks. And I think the great state of Wyoming is much better than Chicago. Even though there's nothing in Wyoming, it's much better than Chicago. I rolled through there recently as well. Yeah, Chicago is basically a third world country. You're damn right, Rexus Prime. You're damn right. Anyways, Rexus, you want me to review that you want me to review that video? Since I didn't get to watch all of it, you want me to review that video of the one that shall not be named made about you, the pedo? Because I'm about to review it if you want me to. Yes. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to go to the Pedophiles YouTube channel. And we're going to roast the shit out of this video. You know, here's the really funny thing about their channel is they have like, they're calling you a fascist. How are you a fascist? I don't get it. I don't get it, Skip. It don't make sense, man. It don't make sense. Screen share.
Another video. Today we are here to go over a very stupid video that I don't need to address, but I'm going to because I presume my comments are going to get deleted
for a little bit.
And people may come across that video completely out of context, and so I'll serve them all the context they need. Because I deal with very dishonest people who just try to make content even if it's bad just to advance themselves. It's pretty pathetic, actually. So, Comrade Cartwright, after
I'll give you
she became the ex-conservative furry.
If you want
a little bit of a typo there, but it's okay. I forgive you. You're a bit low IQ, and he's going to like even.
So he's calling you low IQ, says the mentally ill person.
Misspell friend because he's that low IQ that he's not even.
Says the person who fell for a fucking what's it called? What's the fucking for a sting operation?
Even gonna edit the video to make the correction. Like, just look how lazy he is. Okay, becoming a woke leftist. Yeah, that's the first thing that happened. This is not true.
That is true. You became a Bernie Sanders boy. And you left your entire community. That's crazy.
I did not become a leftist when I left the right. I actually became a liberal.
Liberal in quotation marks. Became a Bernie Sanders boy.
Also, woke is not properly defined, and if it does have a definition, can you go ahead and define it? Becoming a neo-communist, yeah, that happened after I became a leftist, okay? Becoming a neo-communist.
Yes, that came right after in the video. I will link the Discord. I'm going to link it. One sec, people. I'm going to link the Discord so that way Joe can have the Discord. He really wants it very badly. So you can have the Discord link. Let me paste it. Paste. Okay. If you guys want to join the Discord, it is in the chat. And yes, Comrade Chelsea is pissed.
Not even just like a regular communist, a neo-communist, okay?
Yes, a neo-communist. You're welcome.
This is so bad. Becoming a transgender woman. Surprisingly, before I left being a conservative, I actually came out as trans when I was conservative. I came out as trans when I was 16 and conservative. You wouldn't know that because you're a.
Yeah, but then you took it back because you were kind of mentally ill. You thought you were trans and then you weren't, and then you decided to be trans again for whatever reason because of some mental breakdown, which is wild.
A dumb fuck and you don't know my history like I do because I'm literally the person you're talking about. This is the wrong chronological order. It's actually became a transgender person, came out on the conservative channel, got a fuck ton of hate, and realized how conservatives were awful to trans people. Waving the
That's not
occupation
what
flag, I mean pride flag. It's okay, buddy. You can call it the Nazi flag. I know you want to do that because you're a far right fascist. Just go ahead and call it the Nazi flag.
far right fascist. The typical response is Slavist. Very interesting. But the typical response is far right fascist. Like that's the typical woke response. That's hilarious.
You don't have to fucking do a bunch of buzzwords, be like, oh, occupation flag. Just call it the Nazi flag. Go ahead. We know who you are. You're not special. Like, it's 2023. Just come out as a fucking Nazi already. it, these people are so cowardly. These people like to code their language because they think it makes them look special, but I think it makes them retarded, and I think it makes them weak. Because these people, I would respect them more
Video
if
is
they
very
just
very
said, I
goofy
hate Jews. Why won't you just say you hate Jews, you hate fags? Why don't you just say the things that
because he literally said he doesn't hate the Jews. Dumbass.
you think? It's so fucking pathetic. Just say you hate trans people. Just say you hate Jews. Just say you think the Jews are controlled.
How about we just say that we think that you're an annoying pedophile fuckwad and a lard ass? How about that?
The world and that they have lasers. Like, you're already going around being like, heh, what if I just type he instead of she? That'll offend the lefty trans person.
Because it's
I'm so
goofy and
special,
it's
mom. Look
funny.
at me. I'm harassing minorities on the internet.
Because
Jesus
it's
Christ.
funny.
You're so fucking cringe, dude. Here's the thing. I'm more honest than you.
And by the
And
way,
at
I'm just
least I can
saying,
come out and
not
say my
saying go
beliefs.
around
You
harassing
have to
people.
sit behind here and be like cultural Bolshevism and the left. It's so incredible to me how fucking cowardly these people are. Grooming a 16-year-old. If the person you claim is 16, the age difference would be 3 years because I'm 19. I'm not sure you know.
Gonna go back to an old channel. 15 is 15. You saw it, people. This whole bullshit is just garbage. We're gonna leave off on this bullshit. Time to go to the next topic, people. What do you guys think about that? Next topic on the list: transgenderism. More specifically, transgenders in sports. And we're gonna go to another YouTube video from this crap. Gonna go to another video. For those who are still watching, thank you for continuing to watch. Your support means everything. It's Rantathon. Maybe a little slow, but hey, at least we trying our best here. We will definitely do another one in the future if this one pans out well. Next one. From the same YouTuber, who shall not be named. You've likely seen them already in the video, but I will not say their name because they want the clout. This one is very funny. I was watching a little bit of this morning. And just so you guys know, you know what's really funny about this YouTuber? They have like 0 likes on any of their content. That's what's very funny. I find it very amusing. Pagan symbol. Didn't know that. Very good history lesson from Rex's Prime right here, people. Did not know that. We are going to go into this one.
It ignores.
We're going to go restart.
Hello, everyone. Comrade Cartwright here. Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm actually going to be criticizing the YouTuber and streamer Destiny.
Now, for those who don't know, I fucking hate Destiny. I think Destiny is a fucking soy boy, and I think he's kind of retarded on almost all of his takes. But this one time, I actually somewhat agree with his take. I think he actually somewhat has a decent opinion here for once in his goddamn worthless life. Let's get on with this, so that way you guys don't think that I'm some Destiny stan. Because I'm not.
For his completely incorrect takes when it comes to the trans sport issue. Now, I've written down a couple of the claims that he's made, and there is quite a bit of problems with a lot of the claims that he made. I'm going to go over the claims really quickly, and I'm going to give a response to each of them. I watched this in real time, I was careful, I replayed the video in regards to the trans sports thing, all of his issues that he has with it. So, claim number 1 by Destiny. Trans women should not compete in women's sports due to potential advantages.
More like the actual advantages. For example, men have more fast twitch muscle fiber than women. If you don't know what fast twitch muscle fiber is, that's the muscle fiber inside your body that's responsible for explosiveness, strength, and power. That's why it's a significant advantage in contact sports. That's why you're not going to see a fucking 5'8" woman in fucking the NFL anytime soon, maybe as a place kicker within 15 years. Either that or soon if NFL decides to do their whole PG turn and go to flag football. But other than that, if NFL remains a contact sport, you're not going to see a chick in it anytime soon.
So Destiny acknowledges that there is no proven advantages for trans women in women's sports. He does this by saying they should not compete in women's sports due to potential advantages. This argument can be written off just based off of the fact that potential doesn't really mean anything. What people generally have a problem with in sports, at least if you're having the conversation in good faith, is typically that trans women, at least to some people, even though this is unproven, have an advantage over cisgender women. Again, because this is an unproven claim, and because Destiny himself acknowledges that it is a problem due to its potential for advantages, I can almost entirely write this claim off. Number 2,
nice.
We decided to make women a protected category, women's sports a protected category, but that does not apply to all women. That is true. If there is some women in the cisgender women league and they are cheating, they get kicked out for breaking rules. I don't think anybody argues against that, of course.
You mean like how it's cheating to have 10 to 12% more testosterone in your body and have a larger, stronger, more fast twitch muscle-ridden frame than your female counterparts? That might be, that just might be an advantage. Might be a massive advantage. Remember the last video about the transgender in sports video that I made a while back, maybe in 2021, 2022-ish, sometime around there. I said having transgender women in female sports is like throwing Shaq in the WNBA. And that's how it is, and that's how it's proving. They are completely annihilating the female competition, and it's not fucking fair. Maybe in running and in shit like golf, where it's not as important, you can make a claim. But other than that, trans are completely dominating the sport. And by running, I mean like long cross country, because slow twitch muscle fiber actually helps just with pure endurance, not by running by 100-meter dash running. Still, explosivity and fast twitch muscle fiber has the advantage. Rexus Prime says, did you know the term cis was actually made as a slur toward people who are born male or female? I did not know that. Now I know. The more you know, like reading Rainbow.
But the implication was, at least when we go further into other claims, that he did not mean this in that kind of way. The way that he meant was actually in a more transphobic direction, which is technically trans women are not women.
Yes, because if you were born with a penis, you are a male. If you're born with a vagina, you are a female. If you went through puberty, you have all the attributes of a fully grown male. Just because you do hormone therapy 2 years and go chop off your dick, put on a bunch of makeup and a wig, doesn't make you a female. Just so you know. That's how science works. Wow, who knew?
And do not have the protected status class that women do. The second part is true, but the first part, where women are not women, is not necessarily true. That can be interpreted either way, but once I talk about the other claims, and maybe even specifically go over parts of the video where Destiny says this himself, we can get into kind of the potential issues with a lot of this rhetoric coming from someone who calls himself trans-positive. Yet when it comes to the trans sports debate, is quite either very conservative or reactionary in many senses. The number 3 claim by Destiny was, differences in sports between cisgender women and men in their own leagues is not justification for destroying the divide. The way we divide sports is we've always divided it on a gender line. And in the past, not today, we treated gender and sex as the same thing. However, our understanding over time has grown. And thus, that's why this is such a contentious issue, is because it's not based on sex biology, it's based on gendered categories.
Yep, Rexus Prime, you are absolutely fucking right. It's not just a Muslim take. It's a fucking Christian take. It's a scientific take. It's just about everybody in the entire world's take that a trans woman is not the same as a cisgendered woman. Like, just look at them. It's different. Even in Buddhism, they will tell you that they separate and differentiate trans women from regular women as different genders. Even in the Jewish religion, in their other book, they I forget what it's fucking called, but they have a second book, and they differentiate trans women from regular cisgendered women, which means they're different. Now, here's the solution to your problem, to this big dilemma with the trans woman and the cisgender woman. Here's what you can do, and it also goes along for men's as well. Here's what you can do. You can do this the easy way. Let the sports leagues make their decision, and the sports leagues can either say, either we're not going to allow trans women or trans men in this, or we're going to make a separate category to differentiate further for the trans people in general. Or we can do this the not so fair way. And the not so fair way is we let this shit be the steroid Olympics, and whoever wins is the one who takes the most steroids. So everybody will be taking steroids. And then it will even out the competition somewhat, but it won't be about athleticism anymore. And I'd like to see it go the first way and not go the second way, if you ask me, people. Other than that, let's go with the next topic. Next topic up. Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber is kind of retarded. He's kind of a pop star, whatever, from a while back. He's goofy. He's silly. And yeah, he's just weird. I never was a big fan of Justin Bieber, and I never liked his voice, and I know he uses auto-tune a shit ton. So that's my take on Justin Bieber. I think Justin Bieber sucks. But that's just me personally. And again, Rexus Prime, if you want to request a topic, you're 100% free to do so. And so is anyone else who jumps on the live stream. You are free to request a topic for this video. Next, the media is attacking presidential candidate RFK Jr., that is Ronald F. Kennedy Jr. The media is attacking Ronald F. Kennedy Jr. because he's going to expose the swamp, and he wants to reunite the people of the United States of America. And they're calling him an anti-vaxxer and a conspiracy theorist. And I think it's really, really dumb. I don't know about you, but I think it's pretty dumb that they are attacking RFK Jr. And not giving him a fair shot in the presidential election. That's just my personal take. I think RFK Jr. is a good candidate, and I would definitely vote for him. Opinion on paganism, because Rexus Prime is a pagan. I don't really have a big opinion on paganism. I never really knew many pagans growing up, but I think, you have a right to your own religion, and you should be able to go ahead and practice that religion. Not really much of a rant, but, that's my opinion on it pretty much. If you want to practice it, go ahead for it. It's in the Constitution. Okay. Next take. All Elite Wrestling. So if you guys don't know, All Elite Wrestling is the competition in pro wrestling for the WWE, the World Wrestling Entertainment. All Elite Wrestling is not doing too good, and that's because they keep pushing the smart style of pro wrestling. They keep pushing that all you need to be a pro wrestler is just to do fake looking flips and do kicks and shit. No, pro wrestling is a lot more than that. It takes a lot more than that. You need to have character. You need to have mic skill. You need to be interesting. You can't just be some generic guy running in and be like, oh, well, I can do a flip, and expect you to get over and bring in new fans. No, all you're going to do is be a fan with the neck beard marks. And that's not cool, man. So my opinions, AEW is already suffering. They're in like the 0.4 range on the TV ratings, and they're having a fucking hard time selling out seats. AEW is not doing too good, Skip. AEW is not doing too good, and they need to start pushing their real talent if they want to do better. Next, Joe Biden. Joe Biden is a sleepy old man. He's ruining the country still. And Joe Biden recently put out this thing that kind of grinded my gears a little bit. Is he tried to do a phone bill discount with Kamala Harris. Now, I know it sounds innocent on paper, but let's be honest. Joe Biden knows that his approval rankings, or at least not Joe Biden himself, but Joe Biden's handlers, they know his approval ratings are tanking. So what did they do? They say, hey, pass this little bipartisan phone phone bill, take $30 off your phone bill thing. So that way he can garner a little bit of votes from the poor and working class who are going to be naive enough to say, but Joe Biden gave me $30 off my phone bill. Dude. I'm not buying it. Nobody else is buying it. If you're going to get us money off of our phone bill, you better do it the right way, and that's going to be by fixing this fucking economy. And of course, Joe Biden's not going to do that because he hates the American people, and he doesn't know how to run an economy. Let's be honest. Rix's Prime. Have you ever heard of Stolz Monet? It's Germany Counter Pride Month, and it's celebrating the fact that a German is German. I've not heard of that, but it sounds like a very cool idea. Sounds very patriotic, like some 4th of July type of shit. I think it sounds like a cool thing. I'm going to look it up real fast. I've never heard of it. Never have I ever heard of Stolz Monet. Sounds very interesting. The opposite of Pride Month. Sounds very, very cool. Cool indeed. Cool indeed. I give it 2 thumbs up. Next thing to rant about. Wrestling otaku. Wrestling otaku is this fat neckbeard who fucking posts wrestling content on his YouTube channel. And the thing that I really hate about Wrestling Otaku is he's always bothering the Smart Busters with his bullshit. He like makes fucking multiple fake accounts to try to attack the Smart Busters. And the guy's straight up a coward. And he's fucking annoying. This is the type of guy that fucking thinks that Finn Balor and fucking what's his face? Thinks Finn Balor and Kenny Omega are the best pro wrestlers ever. He thinks that Daniel Bryan is the best. He sucks up to Tony Khan. That's why he's got a giant AEW logo as his channel icon. And this guy's just a big fat neckbeard. He lives in his mom's basement. He's a big fat ass. And top it all off, he's a fan of the Baltimore Ravens. But I don't think this guy was a fan of the Baltimore Ravens back when they had Joe Flacco. No, I think this guy was the fan of the Baltimore Ravens back when Lamar Jackson appeared. And he's just bandwagoning. This guy fucking sucks, people. This guy fucking sucks. He's a clown. If you want to look at his channel, go check it out. But it's just warning you guys, his fucking channel's trash. And give him some fucking dislikes because the guy fucking sucks. He's always harassing people, and the guy's a big internet bully. He thinks he's a tough guy, but he's a pussy at the end of the day, people. Wrestling Otaku, he is a pussy. Rex's Prime says, don't be surprised when the woke left calls it a Nazi movement, because woke left malfunction. Yeah, they're quick to call everything a fucking Nazi. The woke left is quick to just jump on this whole, oh, you Nazi, how dare you, type of fucking bandwagon. They call just about everybody a Nazi. What the hell is this? I'm about to have the cleaners come over to my apartment pretty soon. So I'm about to end the video pretty soon. But yeah, the woke left, they fucking suck. They're garbage. And that's really all that's got to be said about them. There's nothing else that's interesting about the woke left. They're the same old shit, same old thing. And I'm going to finish this off with one more topic. FTR. If you don't know what FTR is a really cool tag team from AEW. And they're very underrated in AEW because Tony Khan doesn't put them over properly. But sometimes they do get some wins. They get some W's, and they have a really cool gimmick going on. These redneck, these angry redneck guys. that tell everyone to fuck off, pretty much, like Stone Cold Steve Austin type shit. That's really cool. But the thing is, FTR recently had a moment recently. FTR had a moment recently where they had to hold up a sign. So FTR they're playing as a babyface character right now, not these anti-hero heels type of character. And what they did is CM Punk. I know I hate CM Punk, but CM Punk goes and he's writing, and he's talking to. He brings up a fan on stage, and the fan has a sign that says "Support LGBTQ youth." And of course, FTR, because their baby faces, have to hold up this sign while CM Punk goes off script and praises this fan for being so stunning and so brave. And I just thought it was really, really dumb. And it just really took me out of the moment. And I don't hate FTR for this because I understand the position they were in. If they just walked out, they're betraying the gimmick and it's breaking kayfabe and it could potentially destroy their jobs. But I just really thought it was really cringe, and it definitely needs to be brought up. FTR has never pandered to the woke left ever for Pride Month. But this shit was just, it just wasn't a skip, and it was just a low moment for FTR to see them get dragged down to this level. Anyways, guys, that's about the end of this video. Be sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more. Thank you. Goodbye.